would start in the Tournament of Power, where each T warrior would go off on their own, fighting against many participants. Meanwhile, Master Rashi would be preparing a big Kamehameha, knowing that after launching that attack, he wouldn't be able to fight anymore. So he would fire the Kamehameha, knocking Crazy Bird out of the ring. Master Rashi would collapse to the ground, completely out of energy. Goku would sense Rashi's ki, which was dropping drastically. Goku would quickly leave his battle, teleporting to where Master Rashi was. Goku, reverting to his normal form, says, "Master Rashi, hang in there." Master Rashi would say, "Goku, just do this. Fly, hit, and dodge, and you'll defeat all the enemies." Goku, crying, would say, "Wait, Master Rashi, don't go. Master Rashi, win this tournament, Goku. Don't let them erase the universe." And so Master Rashi would slowly close his eyes. Goku, no, wait, no. He would be crying, hugging Master Rashi. And so Rashi would die. Everyone from Universe 7 would be saddened by the old man's death. Universe 4 would be penalized because the attack came from Universe 7. Then the Grand Priest would remove the old man's body. Goku, crying, says, "No, I won't forgive them." He would unleash a massive red aura, his muscles growing, and his power had no limits. Screaming and crying, he would say, "I'll kill them. I'll kill all of them." Dick. His hair would turn white and his aura was red. The platform would be shaking from the immense power Goku was releasing. The gods were extremely surprised. The participants would also be amazed. Everyone could feel Goku's overwhelming power. Goku would transform and then disappear. All the gods and participants would be looking for Goku, but he was no longer on the platform. But after 5 seconds, Goku would appear behind the Universe 4 participants and quickly kill them all, driving his fist into their stomachs and spilling a lot of blood. The gods were very impressed. Beerus says, "What did that blockhead just do? Hey, Whis, tell me quickly what's happening with Goku." Whis, looking worried. "I don't know, sir. Whis-sama's power keeps rising more and more. His attitude is changing too." Gohan would approach Vegeta. Gohan says, Mr. Vegeta, come on, we have to calm my father down." "Vegeta, don't even think about it," he said. "That guy isn't Kakarot or your father anymore. Now he's an evil person who's capable of killing his own son. Something happened to him." Goku would start getting angrier, saying, "Die, you bastards." He would attack Universe 11. Dispo would step in front of Goku. Goku would unleash a tremendous power, appearing behind Dispo and hitting him hard, torturing him. Topo would quickly go to help Dispo, but Goku had already killed Dispo, appearing behind Topo and hitting him. On the other hand, the gods would shout, "Inorta and Shin Kansama, the Saiyan went against the rules." The gods were telling Daishinkan to eliminate the Saiyan. Goku would hear this and head toward all the gods who were in the stands. Daishinkan says, "Due to the fact that Son Goku killed and disobeyed the rules of the Tournament of Power, he will be eliminated." Goku would look at Daishinkan and say, "Damn all the Sai, all the gods and you too, Daishinkan." Daishinkan would raise his hand and quickly begin to eliminate Goku. But then Goku, being smarter, would disappear from the tournament. Everyone would be looking for Goku. Beerus, what an escape. Where could he have hidden? Elsewhere, Goku would appear in a universe on a planet, where he would land on a planet very similar to Beerus's. He crashes into the ground, reverting from his transformation because of the power he used. Meanwhile, everyone would get ready to search for Goku. Daishinkan would be thinking to himself that Son Goku could be a threat to the universes. So Daishinkan says, "The Tournament of Power will be put on hold until we find the threat of Son Goku, who could destroy the universes." The gods would nod in agreement. Daishinkan says, "We need to find this Son Goku. Whoever finds him and brings him to me alive will be granted the Dragon Balls, or when the Tournament of Power resonates, they will not be eliminated." So the gods, surprised and desperate, each with their participants, would head back to their own universes. The God Kampa would arrive at his planet and tell all his participants to search for Son Goku. So all the gods and their participants would search their universes for Son Goku. Meanwhile, Goku would wake up with injuries. He would say, "What happened? Where am I?" Our protagonist would now have a serious and evil demeanor. "Goku, damn you all. I'm gonna kill all the gods. I'll kill every last one of them, just wait and see." Goku would explore the small planet, which looked similar to Beerus's. Goku would say, "All right, this planet is empty. Now this will be my planet." So Goku would start training on his planet. On the other hand, Vegeta says, "Lord Beerus, do you know what happened to Kakarot?" Beerus, "I don't know, but something hidden inside him came out. And now, the Son Goku we knew no longer exists." Vegeta would look serious, which would interrupt, saying, "Apparently, Son Goku has now acquired a new power filled with evil energy. and his personality has completely changed.
Gohan, sadly. Now, how are we going to get my father back?
Krillin, I don't know, Gohan, but we have to find him first so we can help him. Beerus says, don't look for him, because if we find him, we'll be forced to kill him, since those are the orders from the Grand Priest. Everyone would be shocked. Bulma says, whose side are you on? Why do you want to kill Goku? Beerus, if I see him, I'll have to eliminate him because those are the Grand Priest's orders, and if I don't follow them, the universe will be destroyed. Everyone would be shocked, and since Beerus was right, they would all fall silent. Vegeta, then we'll have to kill Kakarot. Everyone would sadly nod their heads. 7 days would pass, during which everyone kept searching for Goku. On the other hand, Goku would be training like this, and he would find out that the gods were looking for him to kill him. When he found out, he would get even angrier, putting even more effort into his training. Then, 2 more long days would pass with Goku still on his planet, but he would start to worry and become serious. He says, a divine power is approaching. Could it be a god? If it's a god of destruction, that's when the god of Universe 4 would appear. Only the god would be there without his angel. The god would be very happy, saying, I found you, Saiyan. Now you will die by my hand. Oh wait, the great Daishin Kansama told us to bring you alive, but I'll kill you and just say you couldn't handle it. Goku, angry, would unleash his dark aura, saying, damn gods, and you think you can take me on? The god of Universe 4, it's true, I'll have to use a lot of power, but you're not on my level. Goku would laugh and let out a powerful scream, transforming into White SSJ. After Goku transformed into White SSJ, he would look at the god Quitella. Quitella would be surprised by the power Goku had gained. Goku says, all right, let's finish this. He teleports behind the god Quitella, throwing a punch at him. Quitella would stop him by grabbing his arm and throwing him toward the planet. Goku would unleash Divine Ki. Then he would quickly appear above the god, landing a powerful kick to the god's face. Quitella goes flying, crashing into Goku's planet. Goku shouts, damn you, you destroyed my planet. Asi Goku, en unpropedio, aperis delante de kite, dandle multiple scalps. Quitella would try to block Goku's attacks, but Goku would unleash even more strength, delivering even more powerful punches. Unable to dodge or block Goku's attacks, Quitella takes them all, ending up seriously injured. Angry, Quitella says, impossible, how can a mortal surpass a god? Quitella would unleash all his power, radiating a massive purple aura. Goku says, so you were holding back more power. This is going to get more interesting. That's how they would start an intense fight in midair. The god of destruction, Quitella, would back away, saying, damn mortal, your existence is a threat. Then Quitella would start landing multiple blows on Goku. Goku would have a hard time dodging Quitella's attacks. So Goku would power up even more, landing a very effective punch to Quitella's stomach. Quitella would stagger back, writhing in pain. Goku would say, it's time to finish this. Then Goku would start rising into the sky, raising his ki. In the blink of an eye, Goku would appear right in front of Quitella. Quitella quaderia perplejo alver la gran velocidad, y poder que este tenía. Goku would land a powerful blow to Quitella's chin, followed by a knee to the stomach. Quitella would be thrown back, badly hurt and shocked. Quitella would then fall to the ground, kneeling. Goku appears in front of the god. He grabs his head and says, now, for trying to kill me, I'm gonna finish you off, you bastard. Goku would launch him into the sky, then appear behind the god Quitella, firing a super Kamehameha at him. Quitella would take the full blast, causing a gust of wind that scattered the dust. Quitella would appear on the ground, bleeding out, saying, da damn mortal. Goku would slowly approach him, drawing a sword made of white divine ki in his hand. Then Goku says, die, you bastard, stabbing the sword into the chest of the god Quitella. And with that, he would die. Goku reverts from his transformation. He has only a few wounds and is extremely tired because he still hasn't mastered even 50% of that transformation. He falls to his knees on the ground, completely exhausted. He says to himself, I think I'll take a little nap. So he lies down on the grass and falls asleep. On the other side of the universe, hey Kale, do you think that Son Goku guy is evil? Kale would say, I don't know, Caulifla, but I think he's a good guy. It's just that he got really angry when he saw a loved one die. Caulifla, well, then we'll look for him across the universe, just like Champa-sama ordered us to. Kale, yes, that's right, but when we find him, what are we going to do? Caulifla, well, we'll defeat him and bring him to Lord Champa-sama. Kale, but if he's way too strong, he'll beat us easily. Caulifla, Fufu, you're right, Kale, I hadn't thought about it that way, but oh well, we'll see when we find him. Kale and Caulifla would start searching for Goku. They had a teleportation cube that Kampa and Vados had given them so they could travel between universes. A couple of hours would pass, during which Caulifla and Kale would spot a small planet that looked like a god's. They would approach the planet, finding Goku on the ground with a few injuries, sleeping, and next to him the god of destruction Quitella, dead. They would be very impressed. Kale would say, Caulifla, what do we do? Caulifla, well, since he's unconscious, we'll take the opportunity to bring him to Kampa-sama. Caulifla would grab Goku. Goku would wake up and teleport, appearing behind Kale. He says, what do you want? Caulifla and Kale would be paralyzed. Goku, what are you doing here? What do you want? Caulifla, we have to take you to Lord Kampa. Goku, for what? So he can kill me? Caulifla, as far as I know, they just said they'd punish you, not kill you. Goku, is that what you believe? What a lie they told you. Caulifla, ha, 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 what are you saying? Goku, they're looking for me to kill me. Didn't Kampa tell you that? Caulifla and Kale are shocked. Kale, but Lord Kampa doesn't lie. Goku would say, and what would I gain by lying to you? Right now, I could kill you both without mercy and without any effort. Caulifla, then why don't you do it? Goku, because you two don't really intend to kill me. Both Saiyans are surprised. Kale, H, how do you know that? Goku, because I can see it in your eyes. Caulifla, WL, so what do we do now? If we go back, Lord Kampa will be really mad at us. Goku, if you want, you can stay on my planet. Kale, Tutu Planeta? Goku, well, I consider it my planet because nobody lives here and it's really small, kind of like Supreme Kai's planet. Caulifla says, I see. Well, just for now, we'll stay on your planet. Goku, alright, but first wait for me a second. Goku teleports to where the dead god's body is. He would pick it up in his arms and throw it off the planet. Caulifla says, hey, why did you do that? Goku, well, because he's dead. Kale, see Caulifla, he's right. If he leaves him there, after a while it's gonna start to stink. Caulifla would turn her head away. Goku, well, I don't have a house to sleep in. I just got here not too long ago, so if you help me build a little hut, I'd really appreciate it. Caulifla, I'll do it, but only because I'm staying on this planet. Kale says, we'll help you, Mr. Son Goku. So in one day, they built a small hut. Goku, well, we're done. Caulifla says, yeah, but what are we going to eat now? Goku, well, you know, there's a small sea over there where there are fish. Caulifla, and what do you want me to do about it? Goku, well, you could go fishing. Caulifla, I refuse. Goku, alright, I'll do it myself. Caulifla would stay in the hut. Kale would say, I'll go with you, Mr. Son Goku. So Kale and Goku would go fishing, catching, and eating fish. While they were eating, Caulifla would say, hey, Son Goku, couldn't you train us? Goku, of course, I see great potential in you both. Caulifla, whatever, we'll start tomorrow. Goku, alright. 5 days would pass, during which Goku would train the Saiyan girls, and their relationship with each other would grow. This way, they would become more confident. Goku would be training with Caulifla and Kale, but then he suddenly got serious and stopped the training. Caulifla says, what's wrong? Goku, some Kiss are approaching. Kale, who are they? Goku, I'm not exactly sure, but one of them feels familiar and the other is completely unknown to me. Goku and both Saiyan girls got serious, looking up, waiting to see who would show up on the planet. Goku, Caulifla, and Kale waited as they watched the sky, trying to figure out whose powerful Kiss were approaching. Goku, they're here. Then, behind them, a light appeared, and out of it came none other than the god of destruction from Universe 9, Sidra, along with his strongest disciple, Bergamo. Goku, getting into a fighting stance, says, what do you want here? Caulifla and Kale were waiting as they watched the sky, trying to see whose powerful ki was approaching. Goku, they're here. Then, behind them, a light appeared, revealing none other than the god of destruction from Universe 9, Sidra, along with his strongest disciple, Bergamo. Goku, striking the fighting pose, says, what do you want here? Sidra, we're just asking you to surrender, or else we'll have to eliminate you. Goku, I won't surrender, and I don't think you'll be able to eliminate me that easily. Bergamo says, we'll see about that, you damn germ. Bergamo attacks Goku. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 2 and attacks Bergamo, trading blows. Goku lands a powerful punch to Bergamo's stomach, sending him flying back. Goku says, is that all you've got? Bergamo says, damn you, I'll finish you off. Getting angrier, Goku says, "Ha, ha. Don't think you're all that." At that moment, Goku gets hit by a powerful kick from the god. Goku crashes into the ground. Caulifla and Kale start to go help. "I'll take care of this guy." Kale, yeah. Goku, alright, if you want to fight, let's fight. Goku, now serious, transforms into SSJ Blue. Sidra says, "Ha, ha. Do you really think you can beat me with that power?" Goku, "I don't know, but I'll find a way to defeat you." Sidra quickly attacks Goku, starting a fierce battle that makes the universe tremble. Sidra says, "Give up, Saiyan. Your power is nothing compared to mine." Goku, "Ha, ha. Is that what you think?" Goku spots a small opening above the god and lands a powerful blow to his face. The god is sent flying. Sidra, how? Goku appears behind him, brings both hands together, and strikes him on the head. Sidra falls toward the planet, but before hitting the ground, he unleashes a massive amount of power. He raises his hand and creates an Akai energy ball, hurling it at Goku. Goku, unable to dodge the attack, takes it head-on and ends up trapped inside the Akai energy ball. Sidra, laughing, says, "Ha, ha. Now you'll die, damn mortal." Goku screams in pain, "Ah." Caulifla says, "Mr. Goku," but she gets hit by Bergamo and crashes into the ground. Kale shouts, "Caulifla." At that moment, Kale starts to get angry, unleashing an enormous power. Her ki kept growing, it was limitless. She lets out a powerful scream, lighting up the whole area, transforming into legendary Super Saiyan, and attacks Bergamo without mercy. Bergamo says, "Even worse now, what happened to her?" Kale grabs Bergamo by the head, dragging him all over the planet, then lands multiple blows on him. Bergamo, already very tired and injured, backs away saying, "You hit my sister, I won't forgive you." Kale charges a massive energy ball in her hand and throws it at Bergamo. Bergamo says, "I'm impossible, you won't beat me." He would charge up a super attack and launch it at Kale, creating a clash of attacks, but Kale would have the upper hand in the struggle, unleashing even more power. Bergamo would take the full force of the attack, getting completely obliterated in a massive explosion, eliminating him. Meanwhile, Goku would break free from the Akai energy ball, but he would have used up too much energy. Exhausted, he reverts to his normal form and collapses to the ground. Before he hits the ground, Caulifla and Kale catch him. They gently lay him down on the ground. Goku, thank you so much, girls. Caulifla, there's nothing to thank us for. Kale, we'll take care of it. Goku says, "No, you don't stand a chance against him. He's a god, remember, he's way too strong." Sidra says, "This is your end, I'll kill you all." Goku, badly injured, stands up and says, "I'll defeat him." Caulifla, wow. What if after using this form, he's not the same anymore? Kale and Caulifla, confused, step back. Goku closes his eyes, and after a few seconds, opens them again, activating his perfected Ultra Instinct. The girls would be more than surprised. The god Sidra says that the Ultra Instinct form. He would be scared. Goku lifts his gaze, staring directly at the god, and then vanishes from everyone's sight. Sidra, he disappeared. But then he feels a sharp pain in his stomach. Sidra bageria la mirada viendo a Goku, and el cul tendría su puño clavado en su estómago. Sidra, damn it, how fast is he? Goku opens his hand and forms a ki sword, stabbing it through the god. Sidra coughs up blood, and then collapses. Goku turns to look at two girls, who are Caulifla and Kale. He looks at them and laughs, moving in to attack them. Caulifla says, "Hey, Kale, Mr. Goku is coming to attack us." Kale, si no se que lo pasa. Goku is about to hit Kale and Caulifla, but ends up collapsing to the ground from the excessive power and energy he used. He falls to the ground, on the verge of death. Caulifla and Kale rush to help Goku. They pick him up and take him to their house, laying him down on a bed. Caulifla says, "Hey, what happened to the god?" Kale, "I don't know, let's go quickly." They head to where the god was, who had fallen to the ground. But the god Sidra had disappeared. Caulifla, he didn't escape. Kale, yeah, now he's going to tell all the gods where we are. Caulifla, yeah, well, we'll have to wait for Goku to wake up. Kale, yeah. So they waited for Goku to wake up. After a few hours, Goku woke up with only a few injuries and said, "What happened?" Caulifla, you finally woke up. Caulifla and Kale went over to Goku, hugging him and giving him a kiss on the cheek. Goku, blushing, said, "What happened?" Caulifla, you defeated the god.
Goku, and where is he? Kale, he escaped.
Goku, damn, we'll have to move. Caulifla, yes, let's leave right now. Goku, alright. They headed toward the transport cube. Kale said, and where are we going? Goku, I have my friends. Let's go to Earth and see if they can help me. Caulifla, whatever you say. So they set off for planet Earth. Meanwhile, Sidra had arrived at his planet and met up with his angel. The angel said, what happened to you? Why are you bleeding? Sidra, that damn mortal stabbed me with his sword and left me badly wounded. Heal me quickly. The angel healed him. Sidra, damn it, I didn't think that mortal would be so strong. I underestimated him, the angel said, and now what will you do? Sidra, I'll warn all the gods. So, Sidra would organize a meeting where he would contact all the gods. Goku, Caulifla, and Kale would arrive on planet Earth. Meanwhile, the Z fighters would sense a powerful energy. Beerus says, I recognize that key, it's... Vegeta interrupts, it's Kakarot's key. Beerus, that's right, and it's heading toward us. Gohan, so what are we going to do? Beerus, unfortunately, I'll have to kill him. Goku's friends would lower their heads, very sadly. Bulma, crying and shouting, says, you can't do this, Beerus. How can you betray him? Vegeta would try to calm Bulma down as she was scolding the god of destruction. Everyone would be gathered at Bulma's house. Meanwhile, Goku and the girls would be in the mountains. Goku says, we're here. I can sense my friend's ki. Caulifla, alright, let's go. Goku, hold on to my shoulder. So Goku would teleport, appearing behind all his friends. Goku would feel that something bad was about to happen. He would greet them, hey, everyone. Everyone would look at him very sadly. Goku, what's wrong with you all? Why so sad? At that moment, Beerus would appear behind Goku, about to use Hakai on him, but Vegeta shouts, damn it, Kakarot, you're going to pay for this. He then pushes Kakarot out of the way, hitting the god of destruction, Beerus. Beerus, moving away, says, what are you doing, Vegeta? Vegeta, I won't betray Kakarot. With him, I'll become much stronger. Beerus, so you want to die too? Goku would understand everything that happened and say, Beerus, you're trash, you tried to assassinate me from behind. You don't deserve to be a god of destruction. Beerus, and you don't deserve to live, damn Saiyan. Now, by order of the Grand Priest, I'll kill you. And if any of you others get involved, I'll kill you all. Everyone is scared. Vegeta says, Kakarot, let's fight with everything we've got. Don't get cocky, insect. Goku, serious but laughing, ha ha. I'm not overconfident anymore, Vegeta. Both of them would go Super Saiyan Blue, attacking the god. On the other hand, Whis is worried, but he just watches, since he can't get involved. Goku and Vegeta are giving Beerus a lot of trouble, even though he's not even using 70% of his power. Beerus lands a solid blow on each of them, sending them flying, and shouts, damn Saiyans, how dare you challenge a god? Beerus increases his power drastically to 80%. Goku and Vegeta are stunned. Goku, Beerus is way stronger than the two gods I defeated. You defeated two gods. Goku, that's right. Vegeta, angry, damn it, he always manages to surpass me. Goku and Vegeta, using their full power, attack again, landing blows on the god, but Beerus doesn't hold back and counters with a series of kicks. Goku and Vegeta fall back, both of them exhausted and injured. Vegeta, what do we do, Kakarot? Goku, I don't know, he's just too strong. Vegeta, well, there's no other choice. Goku, what are you going to do? Vegeta, I'm going to use my new form. Goku, new form. Vegeta, yeah, you insect, just watch and see that I've surpassed you. Vegeta would scream and start to release a massive amount of energy, unleashing a monstrous power. Goku and Goku's friends would be more than shocked. Vegeta's eyes would have pupils, his muscles would grow, his hair would become a more vivid blue, and there would be small orbs of energy surrounding him. A stunned Goku says, what is that form? Vegeta, laughing, this is the Super Saiyan Blue evolution form, and I have another form, but I can't control it yet, and if I used it, it would just waste energy. Goku is extremely surprised. Vegeta, come on, let's attack, Kakarot. Goku shouts, Aya. Transforming into Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken ×20, attacking the god of destruction with everything he's got.
Beerus says, damn Saiyans, they've increased their power drastically. Vegeta lands multiple blows on Beerus, who takes them and is seriously injured. Vegeta, give up, you bastard. Beerus, I'll never kill all of you. Unleashing all his power, Vegeta would step back, but then he takes a hard punch to the stomach, sending him flying and crashing into some rocks. Goku would attack Beerus. Beerus dodges all his attacks, then kicks Goku in the face, slamming him into the ground. Goku and Vegeta get up, injured. Goku says as he touches his bleeding arm, hey, Vegeta, I want you to stay back, and if I end up attacking you, do whatever it takes, you insect. I'm going to use a transformation that I can't control, so I'll turn evil and probably attack all of you, but I'll defeat Beerus. Vegeta, alright, Kakarot. Vegeta shouts, everyone, get back, you insects. Goku's friends move away. Caulifla says, is he going to use that transformation?
Kale, that's right, now he'll become someone else.
Goku, focusing, closes his eyes. Just like that, Goku enters perfect Ultra Instinct, impressing everyone. Beerus, surprised, but what are you doing, Saiyan? Beerus could only think about Goku's incredible power, but he was nervous about what might happen. But the god, confident and smiling, launched a ball full of Hakai at his maximum power, creating an explosion. Everyone is shocked by Beerus' surprise attack, but Goku is still standing, and together with Vegeta, they rush to attack the god. The two of them manage to deal significant damage to him, ultimately defeating the damned god.
Taking the hits, Vegeta, before falling, would land a powerful blow on Goku. Goku would fall to the ground, losing his transformation due to Vegeta's blow, and at the same time, Vegeta would also collapse to the ground, fainting. Goku, lying on the ground, would open his eyes, regaining consciousness, and get up, holding his arm. He would look around, seeing a lot of destruction. Goku would be surprised. Behind Goku, Caulifla and Kale would appear, injured. Caulifla would run toward Goku, hugging him. Kale would do the same. Kale, Caulifla, I'm so glad you're okay. Goku laughing, haha, yes I'm fine girls, but what happened here? Kale would tell him everything. Goku, worried, would quickly start searching among the rocks for his friends, but he wouldn't find anyone. Meanwhile, Vegeta would wake up. Getting up, he would look at Kakarot and approach him. Goku would be crying as he pounded the ground. He says, "God damn it. That damn god killed all my friends." He would keep lamenting as he cried. Caulifla and Kale, saddened, would try to calm Goku down. Vegeta would be next to Goku. He says, very sadly, Kakarot. Goku would look up. Vegeta, on the verge of tears, says, "We will get our revenge." Goku would stand up, emanating a dark ki, saying, I swear I'll kill all the gods." Vegeta would clench his fist while looking at the sky, saying, "Gods of destruction, I will finish you all." All of Goku's friends would have died, but then a noise would be heard. Everyone would turn around, seeing that it was Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin. They were badly injured, and Goku would quickly go to help them. A few minutes would pass like this, during which Goku would tell them his story, explaining to them who Caulifla and Kale were. They would understand. Gohan, sadly, "And now what do we do, father?" Kale and Caulifla would say, "Father?" Goku, "Yes, he is my son." Caulifla, "So you had children, I see." Goku says, "They all died because of the gods." Gohan, "I promise I will kill all the gods." Piccolo says, "I forgot, Goku. What is it, Piccolo?" Piccolo, "Goten and Trunks are at the temple." Goku becomes happy. Vegeta would already know about that. Everyone would head toward the temple. Thus, with almost all the Z warriors present, Goku and the others would begin training in the hyperbolic time chamber for 4 days. After finishing their training, everyone would leave the room where Vegeta was resting. Insect, what do we do now, Kakarot? Goku would say, hey Gohan, go look for the Dragon Balls. Gohan, what for? Goku, I need to make a wish to Shenron. Gohan, alright, I'll be back soon. So Gohan would gather all the Dragon Balls in a matter of minutes. Goku would summon Shenron. Shenron would appear, saying, I will grant you only 2 wishes. Goku, that's more than enough. Vegeta, what are you going to wish for, Kakarot? Goku, Shenron, I want you to give me a ship that can travel to all the universes. Piccolo, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Caulifla, and Kale would all be stunned. Then behind them a giant ship would appear. Goku would say, and I also want you to bring back everyone who died at the hands of Beerus. Shenron, I'm sorry, I cannot grant that wish. Goku becomes sad. Shenron, well then, you have no more wishes. With your permission, I will take my leave. As he leaves, Goku says, alright, let's get on the ship and go to each universe to wipe out those damned gods. Everyone would board the ship, where they would start training as they headed toward another universe, Universe 6. Champa says, hey Vados, I sense energies quickly approaching my planet. Who are they? Vados, I don't know, Lord Champa-sama, but they are extremely strong. Champa, they're not welcome, so I'll destroy them if they show up on my planet. 5 minutes would pass, during which Goku and the other's ship would arrive at Champa's planet. Goku, we're here. This is Champa's planet. Vegeta says, Kakarot, I'll be the one to kill Champa, so don't get in my way. Goku nervously, calm down, Vegeta. Everyone would get out of the ship. Gohan says, I sense some incredibly strong energies on this planet. Goku says, alright, we'll split up. Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks, you go to the left side. Yo, Vegeta, Caulifla y Kale iremos por la izquierda. Everyone nodded, then each group went their separate ways, exploring the planet. At that moment, behind Goku and the others following him, the god of Universe 6, Champa, appeared. Champa says, son Goku and his friends, you are not welcome here. You killed my brother? Goku, your brother tried to kill me. Champa, damn you, I'll finish you all off. And so Champa, in Spanish. Oh, everyone laughs, saying, don't get in our way, insects. Vegeta lets out a powerful shout, transforming into his Super Saiyan Blue evolution form and starting an intense fight with the god. Meanwhile, Gohan and his group encounter a mysterious figure. Gohan shouts, get out of there. Hit emerges from the trees. Everyone is shocked. Hit quickly lands multiple blows to Piccolo's vital points. Gohan shouts, Mr. Piccolo. Piccolo, badly injured, tries to get up, but at that moment, Hit's fist pierces through him. Gohan, utterly shocked, his eyes start turning white. Suki iba elevándose cada vez más. His muscles and power increase. Then Gohan lets out a scream saying, I'll kill you. Hit transformándose en Super Saiyan Blue, atacando a Hit. Hit dodges his blows and then says, you're pretty strong, but you won't surpass me. Unleashing a tremendous power, Gohan steps back in surprise. Hit then throws several punches at Gohan. Gohan blocks them with difficulty and shouts, Kaioken times 20, counterattacking Hit. Hit is sent flying. Gohan approaches him, charging up a Super Kamehameha, about to launch it, but suddenly everything lights up. At that moment, Gohan is struck by a beam and falls to the ground. Wounded, Gohan looks over his shoulder and sees none other than Frost. Gohan shouts, damn you! But he gets kneed in the face by Hit. So Frost and Hit begin to torture Gohan, while Goten and Trunks watch this unfold. Goten shouts, no! Ogwayan! Trunks says, calm down, Goten, we'll help him. The two of them then perform the fusion, and Gotenks appears. Goten would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, and, in the blink of an eye, appear in front of Frost, landing a punch to his stomach. The punch was so strong and powerful that it went right through Frost. Frost falls to the ground bleeding, saying, how? How can it be that the great Frost is about to die? But then he gets hit by a super energy ball from Gotenks. Gotenks turns to look at Hit, at his power and his time skip ability. Gotenks shouts, I'll kill you.
With that, Gotenks and Hit would start exchanging blows. Goten and Hit would be locked in a pretty intense fight where there was no clear winner, but within minutes, Hit would gain the upper hand. He started beating up Gotenks, humiliating him. Meanwhile, Gohan was watching as Gotenks was being seriously injured. Gohan would shout, "Gotenks! No, get out of there, save yourself." Gotenks was being massacred by the Hitman. Hit would use his time skip, landing multiple blows to vital areas, causing Gotenks to lose a lot of blood. Gotenks would then fall to the ground, badly hurt, defenseless, and out of his transformed state. Hit, standing in front of the fusion, would say, "I'll see you in the other world." Then I would deliver a powerful blow to Gotenks' heart, piercing through it. On the other hand, seeing this, Gohan would scream, his eyes turning white. He would begin to gather and unleash a tremendous hidden power. Joe would turn to look at Gohan, whose Kai was increasing enormously. Hit, extremely surprised, says, "How can you have such great power?" Mientras tanto, Gotenks se desfusiona, así Goten y Trunks estarían en el suelo agonizando. Gohan, completely enraged and unaware of everything, would discover a new form, thus achieving Super Saiyan White. Esta fase sería 10 veces menos fuerte que la doctrina egoísta, pero sería 50 veces más fuerte que el Super Saiyan Blue. So Gohan, at an extreme speed, would swiftly turn to Hit and, within seconds, land hundreds of blows on him. Hit, paralyzed, falls defeated. Gohan grabs Hit's head and starts crushing it, then knees him in the stomach, causing him to spit out a lot of blood. Hit would plead, saying, "Please, have mercy." With a cold stare, Gohan would drive his fist into Hit's stomach, piercing through him. Hit, with no strength left, collapses to the ground, but Gohan says, "No, it's not over yet," and gives energy to Hit so that he can recover. Once Gohan has healed Hit a little, he goes back to torturing him, grabbing him by the neck and dragging his face with full force. Gohan continues to massacre him, not leaving a single bone intact. Finally, after several minutes and tortures, Gohan would finish off Hit once and for all, throwing him into the sky and charging a Super Kamehameha, turning the assassin Hit to ashes. Gohan falls to the ground, detransformed and unconscious, because this transformation drains a lot of his energy. On the other hand, Vegeta, in Super Saiyan Blue evolution, would be fighting against the god of destruction of Universe 6, Champa, while Gotenks, sitting down, would be watching their battle. At that moment, Vados would approach him. Goku: "Hello, Vados. Vados, why are you doing this?" Goku: "What do you mean, Vados?" Vados: "Why do you want to kill the gods of destruction?" Goku: "Because they don't deserve to live. They killed my friends who meant everything to me." Vados, understanding Goku's pain, would say, "I'm sorry, but you can't kill the 12 gods." Goku: "Why not?" Vados: "Because they are the ones who keep the universes stable." Goku: "I see, but once we kill them all, we'll choose new gods. These gods are useless. I want revenge for everything they've done to me. Would you help me, Vados-sama?" Vados, thinking about Goku's proposal, would recall everything Champa did when she cooked for him. Champa would throw the food at her. Champa treated her like a slave and didn't do his own work. Vados, getting angry, would say, "I'll help you kill all the gods." Goku, happy, says, "Great, thank you, Vados," giving her a big hug. At that moment, Goku and Vados would blush as they looked at each other. Goku would get closer and closer to Vados' face, both of them blushing deeply. They were about to kiss, but then Goku turns his head and says, "The other's ki has disappeared. I'll go see what happened." Vados, nervous and red-faced, "Oh, okay." Goku would head off to where his friends were. On the other hand, Vegeta would say, "Well, you are strong, insect, but not strong enough to defeat the Prince of all Saiyans." Appearing behind Champa, he strikes him hard on the back, causing Champa to fall to the ground, injured. Getting up, he would shout, "Damn you! No, a mere mortal can't pass Earth. Damn gods, even so you are very strong." But then he shouts, "You won't beat me," causing the entire planet to tremble and his power to be felt throughout the universe. Vegeta would use his full power, attacking God Champa, who wouldn't be left behind, and would attack Vegeta as well. Both would exchange blows, creating massive bursts of energy. The fight would be evenly matched until Vegeta spots an opening in Champa's defense, landing several blows that would seriously affect Champa. Champa, gravely wounded, would fall to the ground on his knees. With Vegeta standing in front of him, he forms an energy ball and says, "Goodbye, God of Destruction of Universe 6. He hurls the energy ball at him, and Champa screams, "Vados, ayúdame." But Vados would simply turn her head away. Champa would be pulverized by Vegeta. Meanwhile, Goku would arrive where his friends were. There, he would see everyone on the ground, covered in blood. Shocked, Goku would approach and couldn't believe that Goten and Trunks had died. He began to cry, tears streaming down his face. Then he saw Piccolo, who was even more devastated, crying as he clenched his fist, radiating immense power. His aura was whiter, more intense. Suddenly, on Champa's planet, a shadow appeared in front of Goku and said,
"I know it's painful, but you'll have to endure it, mortal."
Hearing that voice, Goku looked up and saw a figure. Goku, furious, shouted, "Who are you, damn it?" The shadow revealed its face and said, "I am a supreme god, so show more respect, mortal, before I end your miserable life." Goku, enraged, "You killed them." The supreme god replied,
"Yes, I killed them."
He was trying to provoke Goku. Goku shouted, "Evil, evil, damn you, you're trash. I'll finish you." Transforming into a new form, La Doctrina Egoísta Fase 2. The Supreme God would be a bit surprised and say,
"Oh, well, you want to fight? I see you're a really strong guy. It's been a long time since I've fought someone strong. Espero que me entretenga."
Goku would stare intently at him. The Supreme God says,
"By the way, actually, just to let you know, my name is Enzi. Actually, my name is Eric."
"Goku, damn it, I don't care about your name. Now I'll end your life." He would attack the Supreme God. Eric would dodge Goku's blows with difficulty.
"Amazing, mortal. You're an incredible guy."
Both of them would be exchanging a lot of blows. Goku, damn it. He would start to unleash even more power than he already had.
"Eric, keep it up like that. I'm getting even more excited."
Goku, in less than a millisecond, appears behind the Supreme God and launches a powerful attack at his back. But Eric catches his fist with one hand and lands a strong knee to his stomach. Goku would fall far away, crashing down. "Eric, it's impossible for you to defeat me. You could say I'm on another level." Goku getting up, "Don't say such nonsense." He would throw a punch at God Eric. Eric, hitting the ground, would be surprised and say, "You impress me more and more each time. It would be a shame to kill you." Suddenly, the Supreme God would land thousands of blows on Goku in milliseconds. Goku, bleeding, falls, but stands back up. He says, "No, never, I will never give up." This would create a shockwave, destroying everything around them.
"Eric, to be honest, I think you went too far."
Eric would begin to unleash his monstrous power. Goku would stop increasing his power, and, surprised, he would see that Eric, the Supreme God, was raising his power to unimaginable levels.
"Eric, see you, Son Goku."
He appears in front of Goku and, with a couple of blows, makes Goku fall, transformed and fainting.
"Eric, you are the 10th mortal to make me use 20% of my power."
Thus, Eric would take over Champa's planet. Meanwhile, Vegeta had eliminated the god Champa. Vados, "Wow, Vegeta, you are very strong." Vegeta, "Yes, Vados, I have trained a lot with Kakarot." Vados, "Now that I think about it, I stopped sensing Son Goku's ki a while ago." Vegeta, "If I can't sense his ki, let's go look for him and the others." So Vegeta, together with Vados, would start searching, and a few minutes later, Vegeta and Vados would find everyone. Vegeta surprised, What happened here?" He would see a lot of blood and see Goten and Trunks dead. Vegeta furious, "Damn it, damn!" Shouting, he would turn around and see Piccolo dead. Vegeta, extremely furious, would keep hitting his head, seeing Gohan on the ground. He would think Gohan was dead, since he couldn't sense his ki. Vados was shocked. What a catastrophe. Vegeta would look around for Goku, saying, "Did Kakarot die? No, it can't be." Vados would be shocked and would quickly approach Goku, seeing that he was still breathing. "He's alive. Vegeta, he survived," Vados would say. Vados would heal Goku, and after 5 minutes, Goku would wake up and see Vegeta and Vados. Goku, "Huh? What happened?" Vegeta, "Insect, I thought you were dead." Goku, "You're so mean, Vegeta." Vados, "Son Goku, what happened to you?" Goku, getting serious. That bastard killed everyone." Vegeta, angry. "Who was the insignificant insect that killed everyone?"
Goku, he's too powerful. He calls himself Eric, Vados, surprised. So, Eric, Vegeta, you know him, Vados? Vados, of course. He is a supreme god. He is one of the strongest in all 12 universes. He is over 1 trillion years old. Zeno-sama created him to be one of his bodyguards. But Eric wanted to be the king of everything, so he tried to attack Zeno-sama himself. But the Grand Priest sealed him away for millions of years, so once he served his sentence, Zen-Osama would grant him the rank of Supreme God. But Zen-Osama would have taken away most of his powers, which were comparable to the Grand Priest's. So this Supreme God harbored great hatred towards Zen-Osama and the Grand Priest, and his current plan is to kill both Zen-Osama and the Grand Priest and rule over the 12 universes. He is an evil being. According to the Grand Priest Sama, there are 6 supreme gods. Goku, I see, but if he had the chance to kill me, why didn't he do it? Vados, he probably needs you for something in the future. Goku, he told me I was one of the strongest opponents he had ever fought. Vados, really? How did you manage to reach his level? Goku, apparently I achieved a new transformation. Vegeta, angry, damn insect, he always manages to surpass me. Goku, well, I'll have to train a lot so I can get my revenge. Vegeta, if it's about surpassing me, insect, I won't fall behind. Kakarot? At that moment, Gohan appeared behind them, badly injured, surprising everyone. Goku, Gohan, you're alive? Gohan, Dad. Goku was about to help Gohan, but then a voice was heard. Damn you, you killed the gods of destruction. It was none other than the god Vermoud, accompanied by Toppo and Jiren. Goku and the others were surprised. Vermoud, los felicito. You are the first mortals to take down several gods. That is admirable, but this is as far as you go. Toppo, finish them. Toppo, as you command, Vermoud-sama. Toppo would increase his power by using his Hakai form. Vegeta, so you're using Hakai energy? Vegeta would transform into Super Saiyan Blue evolution. The two would then exchange blows. Vegeta would land a powerful kick. Toppo would retaliate with a punch to the face. The fight was evenly matched. Finish off that wretch. Jiren, all right. With that, Jiren, moving at incredible speed, closed in to strike Goku, who was defenseless and in his base form. Goku would crash into some mountains. Vados, Vermoud, eso es trampa. Vermoud, ¿y tú qué haces aquí? Are you on their side? Vados, that's right. These Saiyans are good people who have suffered many losses, all because of the gods. Vermoud, ha ha ha, now I'll tell the Grand Zarkin Khan-sama that his daughter Vados-sama is siding with those miserable mortal Saiyans. Vados, don't call them that. Vermoud, como sea, los mataré. Goku, a bit injured, would get up and say, that hurt. Wow, you're really strong. In seconds, Jiren would unleash a flurry of blows at Goku. Goku takes all the hits, but then, he closes his eyes and suddenly appears behind him. He has activated the perfect selfish doctrine. Vermoud is impressed. So that's the selfish doctrine? In all its splendor? Vados, that's right, and I've already mastered it. Vermoud shouts, he finishes off Jiren, that's what I'll do. So Jiren tries to hit Goku, but Goku lands a powerful punch to Jiren's stomach. Jiren staggers back. Goku says, you'll never be able to beat me. That's right, he would attack Jiren. Jiren, getting angry, unleashes all his power, causing the planet to tremble, so the two would exchange blows. He would have tremendous power. Goku thinks this guy is out of control. Then, in Goku's mind, someone says, "Kill him, murder him." Goku, confused, shouts, "Who are you?" At that moment, Goku would start to lose his mind. Lifting his gaze, his eyes would turn completely red. His power would increase so much that it could be felt across all 12 universes. Vegeta, who was fighting Toppo, says, "Kakarot, that's your true power. I sense an evil key inside Kakarot. Something bad is happening." At that moment, Vegeta receives a powerful punch to the face. Toppo had landed a strong blow, saying, "Never get distracted in a fight, Vegeta. What are you talking about?" Vegeta, angry, says, "Now you will witness the great power of the Prince of the Saiyans, the mighty Vegeta," as he strikes Toppo. Meanwhile, Goku touches his head and says, "What? What's happening to me?" In his mind, he hears someone say, "Obey and rule all universes." Goku begins to scream, unleashing a monstrous power. Jiren stops powering up and, very surprised, says, "What? What's happening to him?" Goku, damn it. Everything explodes, and the planet they're on is on the verge of being destroyed. Elsewhere, on Zenosama's planet, Zenosama, what is happening? Shinkan? Apparently, that Goku is unleashing an immense power, but with a very evil presence. Meanwhile, after the tremendous explosion, as the dust settles, Jiren, lying on the ground of the arena, says, "What was that?" At that moment, he sees a figure. It was none other than Goku. Jiren was deeply shocked. "Who are you?" Goku had a terrifying appearance. His hair was long, his eyes looked demonic, and both his demeanor and physique had changed drastically. Goku laughed and said, "My name is not Goku. I am the being from the dark and worthless side of that innocent Goku. I am Kakarot. I am the entity that awakened thanks to the rage and fury that useless Goku unleashed when he got angry at the Tournament of Power. Now get ready." In a millisecond, evil Goku rushed past Jiren. Jiren, shocked, and Kokomo the Bald One were left speechless before Goku. Goku grabbed him by the head and said, "Goodbye." And in an instant, he unleashed a tremendous burst of energy. Jiren screamed as he was completely obliterated. Goku was in phase 3 of Ultra Instinct. This power is immense. I feel like I could destroy all the universes effortlessly. Behind the Saiyan, the god of universe appeared. 11, who was overcome with chills and intense fear, unable to stop trembling. When he stood in front of Goku, Goku looked at him seriously. "Ha ha ha, now it's your turn. Useless god, will you serve as my training?" Bermuda quickly turned and tried to escape, but Goku appeared in front of him and landed a powerful blow to his stomach. The god fell to the ground, but Goku continued to unleash multiple blows on him. Shh! Goku laughed as he hit him. Then Goku decided to end the fight by throwing a key ball at the god's face. Bermuda, surprised, pleaded, "Please, Goku, let me live." Laughing, he said, "He deserves my pity, so I'll just exterminate him easily." Meanwhile, Vegeta had defeated Toppo. Toppo, gravely injured, was lying on the ground, and he screams, "No! I will kill you!" unleashing a tremendous power. Vegeta shouts, "Die, insect!" and with his Kai, he blows up everything around him. Thus, he completely eliminates Toppo. Vegeta is left hurt and exhausted from the battle with Toppo, so he heads over to where he was. Vados, worried, Vegeta asks, "What's wrong?" Vados replies, "Something bad is happening, Vegeta. Is that incredible power Kakarot's?" Vados, "Yes, but it turned into an evil key." Meanwhile, evil Goku laughs, "Ha ha ha. Those useless ones aren't even good for warming up. I will go on to assassinate the rest of the gods of destruction, and then I'll need to undergo extensive training to defeat the Grand Priest. My power is still far from that guy's level, so I'll stick to my plan." Meanwhile, Vegeta would have helped Gohan, who was badly injured, so Vados would heal both Saiyans. Gohan says, "Thank you very much, Vados. Can you tell me what happened to my father? I sense a tremendous power within him." But Suki turned evil, and Vados would consult her oracle. After witnessing everything that happened, Vados was shocked. "Apparently someone has taken over Son Goku's body. We will have to get it back," Gohan asks. "But how can we recover my father?" Vados says, "First you have to find him, then you have to defeat him, and finally I have the power to restore someone's consciousness." Gohan and Vegeta are very impressed. Gohan asks, "What do you mean, Vados?" Apparently, Son Goku lost consciousness, and an evil being took over his consciousness and body, Vegeta, so we would only have to defeat Kakaroto and return his consciousness. Vados says, "You're right, Vegeta, so let's go." Vados, looking into her oracle, says, "Go." Apparently, Son Goku is heading to another universe, destroying everything around him, planets and galaxies. Gohan says, "We have to stop him." Vados adds, "If we go, they will pursue us." Vegeta, Vados, and Gohan were about to leave the planet in search of Goku, but in the distance, they heard a shout. "Hey, don't go without me." It was none other than Caulifla and Kale. Vegeta says, "Caulifla and Kale? Are you alive?" Caulifla, annoyed, says, "What are you saying?" "Of course I'm alive. No one can defeat me." Kale then asks, "Where is my master, Son Goku?" Vados, along with Vegeta and Gohan, proceeded to explain everything that had happened regarding Goku to Caulifla. "So my Goku turned into an evil being? Gohan? That's right. We have to save my father Kari. It's okay. What are we waiting for?" "Let's go to Prisuren." So everyone headed to where Goku was. Meanwhile, Son Goku had arrived at the planet of a god of destruction. Son Goku laughed. "Ha ha ha, that was a bit of fun." Suddenly, an angel appeared behind him. Goku, surprised, thought to himself, "Damn, I didn't see that coming. To kill the gods, I will have to kill your guardian angels as well." The guardian angel, named Pin, sensed the incredible and sinister power that Son Goku possessed, so he asked, "What do you want?" "I want to see the destroyer god." "Pin, I'm sorry, the destroyer god of the universe." 8. Licker-sama is busy at the moment. Please come back another time. Goku responded, "Call him, or I'll have to exterminate you." Even with a mysterious expression, it was clear that Goku had bad intentions when he said that. "Please, I will withdraw before things get worse, Goku." "What did you say?" "Since you won't bring him to me, I'll go get him myself," said Goku. Goku increased his Ki and quickly approached the place where the god of destruction was, but Pin appeared in front of him, saying, "I will withdraw immediately." Goku, with a sinister smile, let out a shout, unleashing a terrifying power. Goku began to transform, releasing a monstrous energy. Pin, who was watching Goku, was astonished by the power that a mortal had achieved. The entire area where they were was illuminated, resulting in a massive explosion. After the explosion, and as the dust settled, Goku appeared in his phase 2 of the perfect look at me. The angel Pin was more than surprised, exclaiming, "That power surpasses that of a common god." Goku replied, "Now I will finish your grave." At that moment, an angel appeared behind them. Both Goku and Pin turned to the side, looking at the angel from Universe 11, Margarita. "Pin, what are you doing here, Margarita?" Margarita, upon seeing Goku, was astonished by his terrifying power. Margarita said, "I'm looking for the god, Vermoud." Pin replied, "He's not here, and as you can see, I have problems with this mortal." Goku laughed. "Ha ha ha, you're looking for Vermoud, the god of destruction." "Margarita, do you know where he is?" Goku said, "I'll kill him with my own hands." At that, both angels were astonished. Margarita asked, "Did you really defeat the god of destruction, Vermoud?" Goku replied, "That insect wasn't even good enough for training." Margarita happily ran into Goku's arms and hugged him. Goku was more than surprised, his mouth hanging open. Blushing a little, Goku said, "Hey you rascal! What are you doing? Don't be afraid, or I'll eliminate you," said Margarita. "Thank you so much, Son Goku. Thank you very much for killing Vermoud," Goku replied. Confused, "Margarita, the god." "Vermoud treated me very badly," said Goku. "So that's what it was?" "Margarita, I will be eternally grateful. How can I pay you?" Goku said, "Serve me." Margarita replied, "What?" Goku, "That's right. I want you to be my guardian, Margarita." "All right, from now on, I'm your guardian, and I'll protect you to the death." Goku blushed. "What do you say?" "I don't need anyone to protect me, insect." At that moment, someone interrupted, saying, "You're a traitor, Margarita." "I'll tell our father everything you've said, Margarita. You call me a traitor." "Pin, you don't deserve to be Dashinkan's daughter or to be an angel. Margarita, take back what you said." Pin replied, "No, from now on, you're an enemy. So I will be forced to wipe you out from the multiverse, Margarita." "Goku, the god of destruction from Universe 11 is here. Go kill him. I'll keep Pin busy." Goku replied, "As you wish." Goku quickly headed toward the god of destruction. Pin shouted, "Stop!" but was met with a powerful attack. Margarita said, "You'll be fighting me." Meanwhile, Goku was about to... Vicky turned to Goku and asked, "Who are you? And how is it possible that you possess such immense power despite being a mortal?"
Goku laughed. Ha 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 ha. I am the most powerful being, and now you will die by my hand. Likir replied, do you think you can defeat me? My power far surpasses that of ordinary gods. Goku replied, we'll see about that. So, Goku, in his Ultra Instinct form, lunged to attack the god of destruction, Likir. With little effort, Likir began to dodge Son Goku's attacks, prompting Goku to further increase his power. He appeared behind Likir and unleashed a flurry of punches and kicks, but Likir slightly increased his own power, stopping the attacks. At this, Goku thought to himself, how can this god be so powerful? Likir laughed and said, you have no chance against me, so I'll let you run away, which made Goku extremely furious. Goku said, I would never run away from a fight, so you better get ready, because now the real battle begins. Suddenly, Goku increased his power, causing the entire planet of the god of destruction to start trembling. Likir was a bit surprised. Goku screamed, making everything explode. His power could be felt beyond the 12 universes, causing everything to erupt, nearly destroying the planet they were on. Meanwhile, Margarita continued fighting with Pin, with both angels locked in an intense and fierce battle. On the other hand, Likir saw a cloud of dust and smoke, and within it, a figure appeared. As Goku emerged, Likir was shocked by Goku's power. Goku had transformed into Ultra Instinct. Phase 2. With a serious and sinister expression, he said, to kill me as if I were just a place. Goku would have transformed into the egoist doctor in Phase 2. The extremely surprised god, Likir, said, impossible, damn mortal, how does he possess such immense power? Is this your end now? This will be the end of all gods, and I will be the one to rule over the 12 universes, Goku said with a big smile. Liquid, we won't let you die so unrepentant, but you would be pierced by Son Goku's fist. The god falls to the ground in agony, and before dying, Goku would fire a Kamehameha at him, reducing him to ashes. Meanwhile, Margarita would have killed the angel, so she would head toward Goku. Upon meeting him, after he had finished off the god of destruction, Goku would say, did you finish off the angel? Yes, he wasn't as strong as he seemed, said Margarita. With a sullen expression, Goku says, well, let's keep killing the other gods. So they would travel between universes, killing the remaining gods along with their angels. Goku and Margarita would have eliminated almost all the gods of destruction, and in doing so, they became extremely powerful. Goku. Well, we finished off all the gods. Now, only the Grand Priest and Zenosama are left. Margarita. Yes, but I doubt we can kill them. They're too strong. Goku says, can you create a dimension where 1 year passes in a single day? Margarita laughs. Of course, I can create a room with high gravity where 1 day equals 4 years. Goku. Great, then make it. Margarita says, it will take me a couple of days. Goku. That's a long time, but there's no other way. We'll have to wait. So Margarita would begin creating the Room of Time, while on the other hand, damn, Kakarot was already here, said Vegeta. Very angrily, Gohan would say, we've already gone to all the universes, and my father has carried out his plan. He has exterminated all the gods of destruction, Kaolinfa and Ifa, and now, what do we do? The only thing we can do is go to where my father, Dasid Kansama, is and ask them to train us. Because if they fight Goku right now, he will kill them without any difficulty, said our angel Margarita, very nervous about everything that had happened. Vegeta, is that okay? So, shall we go? Let's not waste time, because time is gold. So they headed to Zenosama's palace. In Zenosama's palace, what's happening? Zenosama said, very frightened. Daishinkan, apparently your friend Son Goku and your daughter Margarita have eliminated all the gods along with their angels. Zenosama, surprised, asks, so what do we do? Daishinkan replies, some people are approaching here. From what I can see, they are the salvation of all the universes. 10 minutes later, Vegeta, POA, Caulifla and Kale arrived at Zenosama's palace, where they met Daishinkan. He says, welcome, what do you need? Father, I assume you are aware of everything that is happening. Daishinkan, with a smile, replies, of course, and that's why you've come all this way. I want you to train these Saiyans. Daishinkan says, it's clear they have a lot of potential. Should I do it? Train them? But, if they want me to train them, they must approach me. A blow? Vegeta surprised, just one blow? Daishinkan, that's right, one blow and I'll train them. Ha 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 ha, this will be easy, Vegeta said, laughing, very confident. Gohan, however, didn't trust Mr. Vegeta. From what I can see, this guy is the second strongest being in all the universes. Caulifla would interject, saying, let's both go and hit him once so he can finally train us. So, Caulifla, together with Kayla, went to throw a flurry of blows at Daishinkan, but he dodged them with extreme ease. Caulifla, surprised. It can't be, he's really fast. Kale, yes sister, I can't see his movements. Suddenly, Daishinkan appeared behind both Saiyans, striking them on the neck. With a single hit to each, they crashed into each other and fell to the ground. Vegeta and Gohan were more than shocked. I'll be the one to hit you, Vegeta shouted as he transformed into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, preparing to attack Daishinkan. Daishinkan said, wow, you're strong, but when you fight, don't think, let your body move on its own, advised Daishinkan. While dodging Vegeta's attacks, Vegeta was willing to do as the Father of the Angels instructed, and because of that, a tremendous energy began to flow throughout the city. It continues like this. Vegeta would close his eyes and then open them again, activating Ultra Instinct. You might wonder how Vegeta was able to reach that form so quickly, and the answer is that when he trained in the hyperbolic time chamber, he managed to achieve that form, but he just couldn't maintain it for very long. Well, let's continue. Vegeta would have activated Ultra Instinct, so he continued attacking at high speed. Daishinkan kept blocking his blows effortlessly. Then Gohan appeared in his Super Saiyan white form, launching himself into the attack. Both Saiyans tried to land hits on Daishinkan. He said, wow, they possess supernatural strength and speed. You could say they've surpassed ordinary gods, but they still have a long way to go, as he struck both of them in the stomach. Vegeta and Gohan were sent flying, writhing in pain. Daishinkan said, apparently, I can't train them. Vegeta, furious, shouted, what did you say? He hurled a barrage of energy blasts at Daishinkan. Daishinkan was overconfident and took the full attack, saying, that was nothing. But behind him, Gohan appeared and punched him in the face, blowing him a kiss. Daishinkan smiled happily and said, wow, I didn't expect that. You and Gohan made a great team. We won, now we can start training. Daishinkan replied, I never break my promises, so starting tomorrow, your training will begin. But be warned, this training is extremely intense, you might die during it. Vegeta answered, it doesn't matter, we'll overcome every barrier a Saiyan can face. So everyone rested, while Margarita had already finished creating the room. Both of them entered and trained for 4 days, which would be equivalent to 16 years. Later, dawn arrived. Vados, Gohan, Vegeta, Kale, and Caulifla were all ready for their training. They headed to where Daishinkan was. Daishinkan arrived and said, I was waiting for them. I thought they had repainted themselves. And you didn't want to train with me because I push hard in training, said Daishinkan with a smile. Then Daishinkan said, follow me. We will go to this room where 1 day is equivalent to a year, I hope. And let's see if you can endure it, since we will train for 6 years until you master new transformations and manage to surpass me, said Daishinkan. Everyone was surprised when they saw the room, and since the door was unusual, Daishinkan opened it with a few words. Then Daishinkan said, now go train in the room. Everyone felt extremely heavy upon entering and could barely move because of the intense gravity. Daishinkan said, we have to train very hard. Remember that Son Goku is destroying all the universes, and besides, he has already become very strong, said Daishinkan, very worried. Meanwhile, in another universe, Goku and Margarita were coming out of the Room of Spirit and Time. Goku was emerging with his new form, which was Ultra Instinct at level 4. Upon exiting, Goku released a tremendous energy, which was felt throughout the entire multiverse. All the universes began to tremble. Xeno-sama sensed this and was astonished. Meanwhile, in the Room of Spirit and Time, we see Daishinkan training all the warriors, including Vados, who were carrying very heavy rocks. They were carrying them with great difficulty. As they moved forward, the path would disappear. This means that if they didn't move quickly enough, they could fall into a vast empty space. Meanwhile, Caulifla says, we'll have to train my sister Kale so we can get my Goku back. Gohan says, this training is really tough, but we have to train so we can get my father back.
Vegeta says, I like this training. It's really good, because I'm going to become very strong. Meanwhile, Vados smiles and says, I already knew what my father's training was like, but it's very useful, said Vados. Then Daishinkan says, we must hurry. Remember that we only have 5 years, so this will increase the weight of the rocks. Later, about 5 hours had passed, during which they were still carrying their rocks in their base form. This would help them further increase their power and speed. Later, about a year had passed. During this year, everyone had experienced a great increase in power in their base form, and thus managed to perfect their transformations to 100%. On the other hand, Vegeta had already learned to master Ultra Ego to 75%. Meanwhile, Gohan had also greatly increased his power. Kyle and Caulifla had managed to reach Super Saiyan 3, and Kyle had mastered Super Saiyan 3, while Caulifla still had a long way to go to master it. Daishinkan would feel very pleased to see how his disciples were training. Daishinkan would notice that they kept improving more and more each time. Meanwhile, Daishinkan-sama would change up their training and say, all right, now I need all of us to fight together and try to land several blows on me, so I can see where you are making mistakes. Everyone was very surprised when they heard this. Meanwhile, Vegeta said, now I'll finally be able to land a lot of hits on Daishinkan, since I've become so strong. I feel the same way, said Gohan. So all of them rose into the air and began throwing powerful punches and kicks at Daishinkan, which Daishinkan dodged with some difficulty, since he was only using 20% of his power. Later, half an hour had passed, and we see everyone still trying to land blows on Daishinkan. Meanwhile, Daishinkan increases his power and says, now I won't have... He went out to deliver powerful punches and kicks to them, as well as launching strong ki blasts, leaving everyone extremely exhausted and badly injured. However, the Saiyans would achieve a great Zenkai boost, which would grant them significant power in their base form and transformations. Luego, al terminarse la batalla, Daishinkan decide ascender hacia la tierra y restablecer las energías de todos sus discípulos. So, they set out to rest. Meanwhile, about 5 months had passed, during which Daishinkan decided to increase the gravity in the hyperbolic time chamber by 30%, meaning that everyone would once again have to get used to mastering that gravity. Meanwhile, in another universe, Goku and Margarita were taking a short break, and during their conversation they said, Margarita, we will have to rule all 12 universes, since I will be the one to govern everything. After that, I will kill Daishinkan and Zeno-sama, and in this way, I will put an end to the lives of all those who want to ruin our plans. To this, Margarita smiles and says, very well, Goku-sama, I know we will achieve all of that with your tremendous strength. Meanwhile, in the room, Daishinkan was teaching everyone how to use new techniques, and they were all paying close attention in order to learn them. Later on, about another 5 months had passed, during which all of Daishinkan's disciples learned to use the new techniques he had taught them, thus spending 2 years in the room of spirit and time. Meanwhile, Daishinkan had said, now I need each of you to fight against one another. Vados, my daughter, you will fight against Vegeta. Gohan, you will fight against Caulifla and Kale. These two would begin to rise into the sky, thus beginning a great battle between Vegeta and Vados. In this way, Vados and Vegeta would be exchanging a fierce series of punches and kicks. At the same time, they would be launching ki blasts at each other, with Vegeta gaining the upper hand in this exchange. Then, Vados would increase her power, and the battle would become evenly matched. Meanwhile, Vegeta decides to raise his Kai even more and starts landing powerful punches and kicks on Vados, which Vados would dodge. With some difficulty, Vados says, Vegeta, I see you become very strong. To which Vegeta replies, hey, yes, you're right. I could say the same about you. Since that time, you've become very strong as well. Meanwhile, Gohan was fighting against Kale and Caulifla. Gohan was exchanging a series of powerful punches and kicks. Later on, the two of them, Caulifla and Kale, would already be very tired. Gohan would also be very exhausted from fighting against two Saiyans. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Vados were also very tired, so all of them decided to come down to the ground. Meanwhile, the Grand Priest says, well, I see that you have already improved a bit more in your battles. Vegeta, you still need to improve your Ultra Ego technique. Remember this.
you must not have any thoughts. Let your body move on its own, and that way you will be able to perfect Ultra Ego 100%, said the Grand Priest. Later, about 2 years had passed, during which Gohan had reached Super Saiyan Red and Blue, just like Kale and Caulifla, who had managed to achieve Super Saiyan Red, although with some difficulty. Meanwhile, Vegeta had already managed to perfect Ultra Instinct, his first phase, to 100%. Daishin-kan-sama would also be able to greatly increase his power. Vegeta would now be able to put up a fight against Daishin-kan-sama, even managing to draw out 70% of his power. Then Daishin-kan would call everyone together and say, I see that you are all improving a lot with your training. I am very pleased with the progress you've made during these 2 years that have passed in the Room of Spirit and Time. Gohan had managed to master Super Saiyan Red and Blue very well. He had also learned to use the Kaioken, just as Vegeta had managed to reach Ultra Ego Phase 2. Meanwhile, Daishin-kan says, we should stay for another year so that we can gain even more power and succeed in bringing Goku back to the good side. Caulifla, upon hearing this, smiles and says, yes, we have to get my Goku back. Gohan also says, yes, we must bring my father back. Then Daishin-kan says, now, in this last year that we will spend in the hyperbolic time chamber, the gravity will increase by 20% each month. So I hope that all of you will be able to gain much more power. Later, after spending a full year in the hyperbolic time chamber, 6 years had passed, during which Vegeta had managed to achieve Ultra Ego Level 3, though with difficulty. Gohan had begun to use Ultra Instinct, but with great difficulty. Caulifla and Kale managed to transform into Super Saiyan Blue, but they couldn't maintain the form for very long at the time. Vados tendría un poder muy elevado. Daishin-kan had also greatly increased his power. After leaving the hyperbolic time chamber, everyone went to rest. Vados had prepared a great feast for everyone, which they ate quickly, savoring every bite of their food. The next day, everyone had woken up. Meanwhile, Vegeta says, Kakarot, get ready. Today will be the day I defeat you and make you return to your family. Caulifla says, get ready, my Goku. Today will be the day you come back with us. Gohan also says, Dad, today you will come back with us. Meanwhile, Daishin-kan-sama says, you will go fight against Goku. Meanwhile, I will stay with the Omni Kings to protect them in case anything bad happens. Everyone nods in agreement, and they all begin to search for Goku. They are all enveloped in a light, which causes them to fly at a very high speed. Meanwhile, in another universe, ha 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 ha, prepare yourself, damn it. Today I will begin to conquer everything that belongs to me with this new training I just completed. I am invincible, no one can defeat me, Goku would say with an evil smile. To which Margarita smiles and replies, yes, Goku-sama, today will be the day we start conquering all the universes. The two of them flew off in a flash of light at full speed. Meanwhile, Vegeta would sense a key from afar, one that was moving very quickly, to which he says, it can't be, it looks like Kakarot is about to start destroying everything. I sense a very powerful key in the distance. Everyone, upon hearing these words from Vegeta, would realize the tremendous key that Goku was emitting. They would be very surprised, since they could feel his key from afar, a very evil and powerful key. So everyone would start following Goku. Then Margarita looks into her staff and sees that Vegeta and the others are heading toward them, and she says, Goku-sama, I see many presences coming to this place, including my sister Vados. Goku is surprised and says, wow, I guess the battle will start sooner than expected. Haha, let's go meet them and kill them, said Goku with an evil smile. Margarita smiles and says, all right, Goku-sama, then let's fly faster. They increased their flying speed, getting closer and closer to where the others were. Vados, looking at this through her staff, says, it seems that Goku and my sister are approaching at a very impressive speed and will arrive in about 10 minutes, said Vados, leaving everyone very surprised. Vados says, Lord Vegeta, Gohan, Kale, Caulifla, prepare yourselves for battle as it will begin sooner than expected. Upon hearing this, everyone would remain somewhere in this universe. And the 10 minutes would have passed when Goku and Margarita arrive in this strange, empty universe. Gohan, upon seeing Goku, says, Father, it can't be that you destroyed the gods of destruction. You showed no mercy when you killed them. To which Goku responds, ha ha, shut up. The next to die will be you and all your companions, said Goku with a very evil smile. To which Vegeta says, get ready, Kakarot. Today will be your end. Today all your evil will come to an end, said Vegeta very confidently as he took a fighting stance. Goku would do the same. Meanwhile, Margarita says, sister, what are you doing here?
To which Vados replies, "That's none of your business. I came to retrieve Mr. Goku along with his son and his friend Vegeta." To which Margarita responds, "That won't be possible, since Goku has a power greater than yours, and you won't be able to do anything." Upon hearing this, Vados says, "Really? Well, we just finished training too." To which Margarita says, "Is that so? Then come and fight me." Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta would be rising into the air, both of them beginning to fight in their Super Saiyan blue forms. Goku and Vegeta would be fighting at incredible speed, exchanging powerful blows, kicks, and punches. At the same time, they would also be launching massive ki blasts at each other. Vados and Margarita would also rise into the air, and they would begin exchanging fierce barrages of punches and kicks. Margarita would take the lead, grabbing Vados and hurling her against some rocks, then launching a powerful Kai blast at her. As she unleashed the attack, Vados would emerge from the dust, raising her power and causing the entire planet to tremble. Margarita is surprised and says, "It can't be, sister. How did you get so much power?" Vados says, "I already told you. We just finished training with my father, and now we will defeat you, and you'll see that Goku will return to normal." As Vados let her guard down, Margarita landed a powerful blow to her face, causing the angel to stagger back a bit. Margarita would laugh, but Vados prepared a strong ki blast and sent it toward Margarita, making her step back slightly. However, the angel would laugh a little, dodging all of Vados' attacks. But then Vados landed a punch to her face, sending Margarita flying. Without stopping, Vados would launch another energy wave, but when it exploded, Margarita could be seen looking very angry. The angel would then rise into the sky, increasing her power. Thus would begin a battle that would shake the entire universe. Vados and Margarita would exchange powerful punches and kicks. For a moment, the two would be evenly matched, but Vados would start to take control of the battle. On the other hand, Goku and Vegeta would be exchanging powerful punches and kicks, which would make the entire universe tremble. Meanwhile, Goku says, "Wow, Vegeta, I see you've increased your power a lot, but well, that won't be enough to defeat me." A lo cual Goku empezaría a usar la doctrina egoísta en su nivel 1. In this way, he would be humiliating Vegeta for a few minutes. Later on, Vegeta smiles and starts raising his power more and more. Así él también utilizando la doctrina egoísta a nivel 2, lo cual empezaría a golpear a Goku. Vegeta would be gaining the upper hand in the battle, and then he would launch a final flash at Goku, sending him flying into some rocks. As if that weren't enough, Vegeta would prepare another powerful ki blast and launch it at Goku. When it explodes, Goku is revealed in his Ultra Instinct Level 3 form, which leaves B very surprised. As Goku emerges from the dust, he rushes forward at great speed and lands a powerful blow to Vegeta's stomach, causing him to spit blood. Seeing this, Vegeta decides to increase his power, and the two of them begin an incredibly impressive battle. Goku quickly takes the lead in the fight, practically wiping the floor with Vegeta. Más tarde, Vegeta ya se había cansado y decidió usar su doctrina egoísta nivel 2 al máximo. Gohan, Kale, and Caulifla, watching this battle, are extremely impressed, especially since Vados is winning her fight against Margarita. Meanwhile, Goku is defeating Vegeta. Goku lands a powerful punch to Vegeta's face, but Vegeta moves forward, dodges it, and grabs Goku's hand, squeezing Goku's fist very tightly. Goku lets out a loud scream, increases his power even more, and delivers a powerful kick to Vegeta's stomach, sending him flying far away. Feeling cornered, Vegeta thinks to himself, "This can't be. Kakarot is going to beat me again. I have to defeat him." Vegeta starts to fill with rage and begins to scream. Y llegando a la doctrina egoísta nivel 3. Let's remember that here, it would be a bit difficult for Vegeta to use this new power. Vegeta would rise into the air again and quickly start throwing powerful punches and kicks at Goku, which Goku couldn't dodge for a moment since Vegeta had learned to use the Kaioken. Vegeta would be landing strong punches and kicks on Goku. Goku would grab Vegeta by the foot and throw him far away. And right after that, Goku would fire a Kamehameha at him, which would tear Vegeta's clothes. And when Vegeta emerged from the explosion, he would have some injuries. Later on, Goku would start getting bored of the fight and begin to humiliate Vegeta. Goku would increase his power even more. He would then grab Vegeta by the neck and start choking him while landing powerful knee strikes to his face, which would make Vegeta bleed. Right after that, Goku would deliver a strong kick to Vegeta's stomach, causing Vegeta to spit out blood. Goku would grab Vegeta and throw him into the air, then prepare a powerful ki blast and launch it at Vegeta. Go and see this. He would transform into his Super Saiyan God level and go to attack Goku. Seeing this, Kale and Caulifla also decide to attack Goku to help Vegeta. Meanwhile, Vegeta would fall to the ground while Gohan and Caulifla fought against Goku. He would be enjoying himself fighting against them, since they couldn't even make him use his full power in Ultra Instinct Level 3. While smiling, Goku would land a powerful blow on Gohan, sending him flying far away. Seeing this, Vegeta would remember his family and start getting very angry, with tears streaming from his eyes as he recalled the moments he had shared with his friend Goku. Vegeta would start screaming loudly, unleashing an immense power that could be felt across all 12 universes. Vegeta había utilizado de nuevo la doctrina egoísta nivel 3. While Gohan, Kale and Caulifla were fighting against Goku, they began to tire, and Gohan used Ultra Instinct Level 1, which left him completely drained of energy. After 30 minutes, Goku had seriously injured the three Saiyans, Gohan, Kale, and Caulifla. Meanwhile, Vados and Margarita were still fighting, with Vados currently winning the battle. Seeing that she was winning the battle, Vados decided to finish it and launched a powerful ki blast at Margarita. Margarita tried to dodge it, but instead she raised her ki and pushed back Vados' ki blast, which forced Vados to retreat. Meanwhile, seeing this, Vegeta decides to launch a final flash at Margarita, thus helping the energy ball that Vados had thrown at her, and Margarita falls to the ground badly injured. Vegeta, in his Ultra Ego Level 3 form, launches a final flash at Margarita, thus assisting the energy ball that Vados had thrown at her. Así Margarita caería al suelo herida. Vegeta and Vados were about to unleash their most powerful attacks to eliminate Margarita, but in front of them, Goku appeared in his Ultra Instinct Level 2 form. Surprised, Vegeta says, "Damn you Kakarot, don't think you'll be able to defeat me this time." To which Goku replies, "I will always defeat you, Vegeta. Your power is inferior to mine. You don't stand a chance against me." Vegeta, furious, would increase his power and charge at Goku to attack him. Goku would dodge each of Vegeta's blows, then appear behind him and deliver a powerful kick to his back, sending Vegeta crashing into the ground. Goku quickly appears in front of Vegeta, grabs him by the neck, and drags him across the ground. Vegeta would try to break free from Goku's grip, but he couldn't, so he took all the damage. En eso Vegeta le lanzaría un fuerte golpe en el estómago de con unas cuantas rocas. Vegeta, a bit tired and injured, would tell Vados to eliminate Margarita once and for all, and to leave together with Kale, Caulifla, and Gohan, since 3L will take care of Kakarot. Vados, hearing Vegeta, would quickly prepare to charge a super attack. Esta le diría a la Ángel Margarita, "Adiós, hermana." Thus, launching the attack, Margarita would take it head-on and be pulverized. Meanwhile, Vegeta would continue fighting against Goku. Both would be exchanging blows, but Goku would have the upper hand, grabbing Vegeta by the neck and landing a strong knee to his face, causing Vegeta to bleed, after which Goku would grab Vegeta and throw him into the air, then bombard him with multiple energy blasts. Unable to do anything, Vegeta would take the attack head-on, causing a small explosion. After the dust settled, Vegeta would be seen detransformed and gravely injured. Goku, laughing, would say, "Vegeta, you're just a weakling. You were just a warm-up for me. Now I'm going to finish you off right here." And filled with rage, Vegeta would start shouting, "Damn it, damn you! Why? Why the hell can I never defeat that disgusting insect Kakarot? Why am I always one step behind Kakarot? He always manages to defeat and humiliate me, but I won't allow it anymore. I am Prince Vegeta." With that, Vegeta would begin to unleash a sudden surge of power, making all the universes feel such an overwhelming force. The planet they were on would start to break apart. Goku, a little shocked, began to step back as he said, "This can't be happening. How does that wretch have so much power? I won't be left behind either." So Goku also began to suddenly raise his power level. Both Saiyans were shaking all the universes, drawing the attention of some gods of destruction in their respective universes. Thus, a few seconds later, Goku would transform into Ultra Instinct Phase 4, while Vegeta had also achieved that powerful transformation. The power of both would cause the planets around them to be destroyed. Goku laughs, saying, "You're really strong, but I'll tear you to pieces, miserable prince." Vegeta, with a cold and serious expression, replies, "No matter what, I'll put an end to this and bring back the real Kakarot." Thus, both would take their fighting stances, about to begin the fiercest battle ever seen, while elsewhere Vados would grab the three Saiyans, Gohan, Kale, and Caulifla, who were unconscious. She would take them and leave the planet. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Goku would begin their intense fight, creating huge explosions and exchanging blows with each other. Goku punches him in the face. Vegeta would counterattack by throwing an energy ball at him. Goku would land a strong blow to Vegeta's back, but then Vegeta lands a kick on Goku's arm, making him cry out in pain. Goku would shout, Kaioken times 100. And at a speed that not even Vegeta himself could see, Goku would grab his leg and start wiping the floor with Vegeta. However, Vegeta would pull away and begin to further increase his power, landing a strong elbow on Goku's left arm, breaking it. Goku would scream in pain and become even more furious, grabbing and launching an energy blast that would pierce through Vegeta's body. Así este también gritaría del dolor. Later, both Vegeta and Goku would be exhausted, and, with no more energy, would revert to their normal forms. Goku would say, "Damn it, how the hell did this happen?" To which Vegeta says, "It seems we have the same power, Kakarot." Goku angry would start shouting, "Just die already, damn you," as he throws a small energy ball. But then, both Vegeta and Goku would be shocked to hear a voice saying, "So these impressive powers came from you two?" To which Goku replies, "Who the hell are you?" "There's no need to say it, since right now I'll kill you both." Vegeta, surprised, "What did you say?" "You two are trash, and trash must be eliminated." Goku and Vegeta would get into fighting stances. However, both of them were badly injured and out of energy due to the intense battle they had just fought. "I am the god Alex, and right now you will have the honor of dying by my hand." Vegeta and Goku would quickly try to transform into Ultra Ego Level 3, but they couldn't. Vegeta says, "But what? Why can't I transform?" Goku looks at Vegeta and says, "Hey, you disgusting piece of trash, you can't transform into that back. It's because you don't have enough energy." Vegeta, furious, "I'm burning up here, you trash." Goku was about to say something, but he was struck by God Alex. Goku then crashed into a pile of rocks. Vegeta, impressed, but what speed he has. He quickly tried to ascend to Ultra Ego Level 2, but couldn't due to the overwhelming energy drain, so he could only use Ultra Ego Phase 1, staring intently at God Alex.